people. Correct me if I'm wrong, bác sĩ Hùng. Did you want me to go down the list of the people, or did you want me to start with the guests right away? Up to me. This is my show. I didn't know this. Like I said, there are a list of individuals that we are so grateful that came tonight. And the voices of the Vietnamese community is very strong, very powerful, and very united because of our TNT, which is a radio here. That's very popular in our community. And I hope that the John McCain campaign committee will take advantage of that because it is in Vietnamese, and they are run by Minh Thi, Trần Hùng, and Ho Bu. Please, can you stand up so that the committee will see who you are? There are several other newspapers that are present tonight too. And I remember when I was growing up, my mom and my dad would actually make sure that I speak Vietnamese carefully, read Vietnamese very carefully. So besides all of my science paper and my journals, a couple of these papers clipped from the Vietnamese newspapers are very good language. And I have to read them and recite them for mom and dad to make sure that I retain that language. And these are the magazines from a magazine called Làng and Hải Vân. May I have you stand up, please, to acknowledge your presence here tonight? Thank you. We have, this is one of my favorite organizations when I was growing up in Sacramento. We do a lot of activities with this group. It is I believe it's the literal translation is the senior, the Cao Niên. Is that the Senior Society of the Vietnamese? My specialty is pharmacy geriatric. I love all those medicine for the elderly patients, so I'm always active in this group. So please, the organization for Cao Niên, may I have your wonderful presence? Please stand up. I look around, if anyone over 55 should be proudly standing up. Okay, not yet. I remember one of the gentlemen sitting here guiding me as I was growing up, showing me how to speak Vietnamese, showing me the different, for example, during New Year, what do you do? What do you do with the red envelope? What's the purpose of respect? What's the purpose of the elderly versus the younger generation? I'm glad to say my young son is here too, to see the activities in the Vietnamese community. So I'm very proud of that. Hi, Timothy. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I'm in the medical field. I'm a pharmacist, and I'm very, very proud to be here. I'm sure like all of you are here, but I'm especially proud to follow the footsteps on the following individuals because they guided me through a lot of my education, but I think all of the younger generation to have been guided by them as well. And may I say thank you for being here for Dr. Tuk. Please stand up. Bác sĩ Tuk. This is a wonderful position. One of my favorite other positions that I know that my husband escaped from Vietnam, and they were at the same concentration camp. I remember my husband saying that he helped raise the kids, play with his children, and that is Dr. Tam. Bác sĩ Tam, please stand up. Is that bác sĩ Tam? Đã con ở trong trại tị nạn chung với bác sĩ Tam, right? Yeah. So another word. We all suffer together. We all strive for success together, and we made the community stronger because of that. I think last but not least, my wonderful parents, Dr. and Mrs. Nguyễn Nguyễn An. Please stand up, Mom and Dad. Grandma and Grandpa now. Timothy and Catherine are my 2 children, and believe me, if they are good for the whole week, they get to spend the night with Grandma and Grandpa on Friday and Saturday. So they try very hard to do that. I believe there are so many individuals here that was handpicked to come by to raise awareness, to pass the information along to the other individuals in our community. There's so many people that we want to thank. And I think the first person that I want to pass this baton to speak with is, I believe, Mr. Mike Faber. Yes. Again, food will be coming, so be patient. We'll be all right here. Thank you for having us.
Kính chào quý vị. Hôm nay tôi lại phụ trách tôi để thông dịch cho luật sư để quý vị có thể hiểu tôi nói.
Today, myself and my paralegal is going to be here and translate so everybody can understand what I'm talking about.
Quý vị biết bây giờ tôi làm luật sư ở thành phố Elk Grove và lâu lắm không tham gia về việc chính trị.
All of you know that I'm a lawyer in Elk Grove area, and for a long, long time, I have not involved in the political issues.
20 năm trước, tôi tham gia rất nhiều trong cộng đồng Việt Nam để ủng hộ những phong trào đấu tranh cho tự do ở Việt Nam.
20 years ago, I was involved a lot with the political issue to fight for freedom in Vietnam.
Và năm nay, tôi thêm một ứng cử viên rất là quý cho nước Mỹ và cộng đồng Việt Nam ở đây, đó là ông John McCain.
But this year we have a candidate that very good with for America as well as for the Vietnamese community. That's John McCain.
Có thể một vài người ở đây là tù binh chiến tranh hay sau khi chiến tranh là tù binh chính trị, phải không?
Yeah.
Và John McCain biết rõ tình hình của các ông vì ông cũng là tù binh chiến tranh của Cộng sản Việt Nam.
And John McCain also understand what you all went through because he was a prisoner of war.
Tôi rất thích John McCain làm tổng thống Mỹ vì ông là người nói sự thật và đúng ý của ông. Không cần người khác nói gì hay nghĩ gì, nếu ông nghĩ là tốt nhất cho Hoa Kỳ, ông sẽ làm.
I like John McCain because he speaks the truth and he doesn't care about what other people think about him. He would stand up and he will speak what he believed.
Ông cũng là người có thể hấp dẫn với tất cả đảng Mỹ, đảng Cộng hòa, đảng Dân chủ, đảng độc lập để giải quyết vấn đề.
And he can